Happy birthday to you, Aries. The sun's ingress into the sign of Aries this week is a birthday blessing for the Ram. Aries is the natural first house of self and appearances, and this affects everyone in your first house. So knowing what planet your natal chart shows was present in your first house at the time of your birth, as well as current placement in this zodiac house, will give you a heads up on what you can expect when the archangel of the sun, who is Michael or Michael, enters into the astrology house of Aries, corresponding to the zodiac angel Makizuru. Now this gives you the sense of being number one, a numero uno, with all the first place accolades that go with the territory of being first and being the best. You can get things underway when no one else has the ability to launch projects. Initiation of events, ideas, goals, bringing plans into the realm of possibilities is your forte when you're born with your sun in Aries. Rewards come easily to you because you are the bright spot at any social gathering, and also you're able to get others to rally to your cause or to your purpose, any purpose that you deem necessary for the well-being of everyone. You can rally everyone together and get people to march forward in the way that you see fit. You're a pioneer and you love adventure. Adventure's number one on your list most of the time, always seeking the next big happening, wanting to be at the head of the line for delivering the goods to those in need. Now, the sun ingress Aries, the Ram, the sun ingress the sign of Aries brightens, it illuminates and exposes all facets of nature, expressing herself through you and bidding that you do the same. Use nature to assist you in your assessment of yourself and to enhance how you appear to yourself and thus how you look to the rest of the world. Now the sun, again, the archangel of the sun is Michael, and he exposes all good things in God's kingdom, getting you ready to present yourself to the inhabitants of the realm of the natural first house of self and appearances in the sign of Aries, who is the archangel, the zodiac angel Makizuru. Now also, what you want to work with, you can work with the tarot card of the Emperor. Now the tarot card of the Emperor represents the sign of Aries, and we'll give you the biblical correspondence to that in a moment. But the Emperor represents the initiatory and manifesting ability of the sign of Aries, the Ram. So it's very important that you do your meditations with this king and emperor who can manifest. He's more than a king, he's above the kings, he's the emperor. And you see he has the orb of manifestation. So it's very important that you utilize that in your meditations with what we're going to give you now regarding your astrology angel magic evocations. Now, evocation for the sun in Aries, planetary archangel correspondences. Again, okay, now the sun, again, the archangel is Michael, and that is God the warrior. You can use the incense of clove, you can use red coral for the gemstone, you can use the Hebrew letter resh, or you can use the Hebrew, well, just do that for Michael. And we'll get into the other correspondences later on. But use, because Michael is the sun, you want to use resh, because the sun is associated, of course, with the tarot card, which is the sun. And you can use Psalm 119, verses 153 to 160. You can also use Ecclesiastes 11:17. The light is sweet, and it is delightful for the eyes to see the sun. You can also use Matthew 17:2, and he was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his garments became white as snow. When you utilize the associations for the Archangel Michael, who's the Archangel of the Sun, and again you can use the correspondences we gave you for solar correspondences, you can also use the Sun card, because in the tarot deck, tarot is another way of utilizing the Kabbalah. It's basically, the tarot deck is basically the Kabbalah in picture form. And it represents the deeper esoteric hidden meanings, the Christian esoteric meanings of the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, the Pentateuch written by Moses. So these are the representations that are more for the right brain association. It's more the creative force. Now for the zodiac angel correspondences for Aries, again, for Aries, you're going to want to use the Emperor. Okay? That's the correspondence that you want to use. And for the Archangel Makizuru, that's the tribe of Gad, the tribe of Israel, which is Gad. That's the popular association. You can use the incense of turmeric. You can use clove. You can use the gemstone of diamond. And you can use the Hebrew letter He, which this is the representation of the Hebrew letter He in the tarot. And the psalm would be 119, and that's for the Hebrew letter He. Psalm 119, verses 33 to 40. And a note here is to see Genesis chapter 49 for the tribes of Israel correspondences. Now, some associate the tribe of Reuben with the sign of Aries. So you can see which one speaks more to you, because, again, it has to hit you in a sort of an emotional way, just like that's why pictures and statues and things like that are good, because it helps bring out your emotion so that you can then activate. Because you need to activate more than the mind, you need to activate your desire. Without desire, the thoughts do nothing, they're just noise. Okay, now the adept should use the tribe of Israel correspondence that best represents his or her expressions of initiatory fire for the invocation of the zodiac angel of Aries, who is Makizuru. Now, calls to the angelic realms should fill the adept's sphere of sensation with the desired goal. This attribute is more important than following any prescribed instruction, though tradition provides necessary as well as welcomed structure to any system of Rosicrucian high magic performed. This is Rosicrucian Kabbalah. Now, for the tribe of Gad, recite Genesis 49:19. Gad, being girded, shall fight before him, and he himself shall be girded backwards. For the tribe of Reuben, recite Genesis 49:3-4. Reuben, my firstborn, thou art my strength, and the beginning of my sorrow, excelling in gifts, greater in command. Thou art poured out this water, grow thou not, because thou wentest up to thy father's bed and didst defile his couch. Now, again, the first one we recited was for Gad, the second one for Reuben. You need to figure out which one brings the initiatory fire. That's the fire like lighting a match. Let the brother receive the light. You light the match. That's the initiation of Aries. That's the beginning. All right? Like when man discovered fire. That's what Lucifer means. It's basically a match. And the lighting of the match, a man's ability to use technology. So if you're lighting matches or using that in any kind of way, if you're making cookouts or anything with coals and all that, you're using Lucifer. All right? Now, when attempting to prevail over enemies, recite Isaiah 49:26. And I will feed thy enemies with their own flesh, and they shall be made drunk with their own blood as with new wine, and all flesh shall know that I am the Lord that saved thee and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. This is if you want to prevail over your enemies, since Aries is from the martial aspects. The planet Mars is the ruling planet, and that is the god of war. Okay, Aries, Mars, Aries in the Greek pantheon of gods, the war god. Aries, Mars in the Roman pantheon of war gods. That's the Roman correspondence. So you need to find correspondences that will give you these kinds of sensations, like the color red, more warm colors, very deep forms of kind of like a fire engine red. if you make it too orange, it'll become Taurus. So you want to keep it more like a fire engine red. If you make it too dark, it'll be crimson, like that's Pisces. And so that's like on your rainbow wand. If you have a rainbow wand, you'll know that all those 12 zodiac signs have their specific color. All right. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Join us again next time.